With just a few seconds of audio, new artificial intelligence software can clone a person's voice.
As an actor, I pretend for a living.
As an actor, I pretend for a living.
And a scammer can make it say anything. The Federal Trade Commission issuing a recent warning that voice cloning technology is making family emergency scams more convincing. Just last month, several Oregon school districts warned parents about a spate of fake kidnapping calls. A recent global survey showed 1 in 4 people saying they've experienced an AI voice cloning scam or knew someone who had.
I got a phone call from an unknown number, and so I pick up the phone and I say hello. And my daughter, Brianna, says, "Mom," and she's crying and sobbing.
Jennifer DeStefano says she was convinced her 15-year-old daughter, Brianna, had been kidnapped.
And she says, "Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me, help me." She fades off as man takes over the phone and says, "Listen here, I've got your daughter."
She says the scammer threatened to harm her daughter unless she sent him $1 million.
How much did it sound like your daughter?
It sounded, I never doubted it was her. I had a full conversation with her. It was the way she cries, it's the way she sobs, it was the way she would respond to me.
Jennifer was able to connect with her husband, who confirmed Brianna was safe. After warning her friends and neighbors, Jennifer says she's heard about hundreds of similar incidents.
Whether it was a kidnapping, whether it was an accident, they were in jail, all these different types of scenarios.
We're going to have a completely new group of scammers and threat actors.
Wasim Khalid is CEO and co-founder of Blackbird AI.
I saw that some of these voice cloning programs are as cheap as $5 a month, and you can take someone's voice off of a social media video, use AI, and make that voice say whatever you want it to do. Is that really happening?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's basically the revolution in AI over the last 6 months. The key takeaway here is generative AI is going to be the catalyst to drive misinformation, disinformation, and warped realities further and faster than we've ever seen before.
He says if you get a suspicious call about a family emergency, first authenticate the person by having them confirm information only you two would know. Have a private safe word for your family and have someone else call your loved one's actual phone number. Because with AI, what you see and hear is not always what you get.
Jennifer DeStefano spoke on Capitol Hill this week. She's hoping Congress can find ways to help regulate artificial intelligence. In the meantime, it is really up to us to take those extra steps to verify the identity of anyone who calls or messages us. And soon it's going to be even more convincing when scammers start using videos to chat with their victims. It's coming.
This is terrifying. I like the idea that you said of having a safe word. Like if you don't hear that word, then it's not your kid. That's important.
Exactly.
So this is affecting families, regular people, but it's also something that's affecting companies.
This is wild. We talked to Wasim from Blackbird AI. He says he's known of instances where companies are getting fooled. Employees are getting a call from who they think is their boss.
Wow.
Hey, I need you to make this wire transfer. I need you to authenticate, or approve this payment. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So companies are now having to really educate their workers, take a beat, make sure it really is your manager who's calling before you authorize these payments.
Well, and you can understand back to the mother how panicky she was listening to who she thought was her daughter. And maybe you're not picking up on all the clues because your heart's beating, you're scared, and all those things.
Exactly. And in her case, she told us her family had an incident with the kidnapping. So they were really on a heightened alert.
But she said it was totally convincing.
Yes.
Yeah. Like as a mom, you're like, I would know my kid's voice. She said she cries like her. She responded. It was an extended conversation.
4 minutes.
Terrifying.
Takes no time. Wow. Thank you, Vicki. Thank
you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.